Hi guys, Dashado27 back again. I'm starting a new series today. It's called Football Natter, and basically this series is going to be my opinions and my views of what's ever going on in the world of football at this moment over the last 7 days. So in this show we've got the review of the Manchester derby, Hodgson being appointed the New England manager, the latest transfer of Podolski to Arsenal, which goal is better, Cisse or Crouch, and we're going to finish it with an FA Cup preview of the final between Chelsea and Liverpool. So let's get this started. The Manchester derby. Everyone knows the significance of this derby. Man United were 3 points ahead of City, and if City would have won, because of their goal difference, they leapfrogged Manchester United. Now, before the start of the match, I looked at the teams that each of the managers have put out, and I was surprised with the Manchester United team. Now, he played a very, very defensive team, and how often over the years have Alex Ferguson gone defensive? Very, very rarely. It's only in recent years he started to do it. He's mainly done it in the European Champions League this year, and we all know what happened to them. They didn't even get out of the group, and he basically set the team up. The back four I don't have a problem with, but he had Scholes, Carrick and Park Ji-sung, who Ferguson likes to play in the big games when he's worried about losing the match. And he had Giggs on the wing, and he also had Nani on the other wing with Rooney up front. Now, for me, yes, you know you're going to be under pressure. Man City are going to have to attack, so why didn't he try and play on the counter? Why didn't he have, say, Rooney up front on his own, with maybe either Ashley Young or Valencia playing, someone who they could use as outlets for a quick counter-attack? It was basically just Man City against a brick wall, and I found the game quite boring. I watched the match of the day highlights to see what they thought about it, and I don't think Man United had a shot. And to be honest, Man City should have won it probably 2 or 3 goals, but 2 or 3-0, but I was just surprised by the Ferguson tactic. Normally he goes out to win, and it looked like he was scared. Whereas the Man City manager, Mancini, he went attacking. He still picked his 2 defensive midfielders like he always does, but he had Nasri, he had... who else did he have? I think he had Aguero, Tevez and Silva playing. Those 4 players who were attacking. Now I know they had to win the game, and in the end they done it thanks to a company goal, but I don't know, I just was surprised with the Manchester United team. Now my next point of this Manchester derby is the Scholes and Giggs. They cannot both be in the same team. Now when Scholes first came back, I didn't think it was a good idea. I thought, he's given up, why is he coming back? But over the recent months he's proved what a quality player is. And I would have played him on Monday night and instead of Giggs. Scholes is brilliant. He can just sit there, ping balls about. And one thing always sticks with me is when they asked Zinedine Zidane who is the best player you ever played against, and he said Paul Scholes. So yeah, I'm just surprised with the team selection by Alex Ferguson. Now, it's not over. Man United have to play Swansea and Sunderland, whereas Man City have to play Newcastle and QPR. Now both of the teams Man City are playing against are still fighting for certain things. Newcastle are still fighting for 4th, and obviously QPR are fighting for their life just to stay in the division. So Is the title race over? No. Who's under pressure now? Man City. Man United, I feel, will win both of their last two games. So Man City have to do the same, and they will win on goal difference. Tell me your views of the Manchester derby. Who do you guys think is going to win the title? Put a comment at the bottom. Okay, on to the next topic. The England manager's position has been doing my head in. For months we've just thought it's been Redknapp. Redknapp's going to get the job. And since Capello left, we've had the media come out and backed Redknapp. We've had basically pundits come out and back him. We've had ex-players. Every manager in the Premier League's also backed Harry Redknapp. Even the England footballers, Wayne Rooney, Ferdinand, they backed him. So what do the FA do? They wait 2 months and then decide to pick Hodgson. Now, I don't have a problem with Roy Hodgson. He's a top bloke. He just seems very FA. He's like a bloke who's not going to get in trouble. And I think that's what they went with in the end. Also, I heard that to get Redknapp out of the contract at Tottenham, they were going to have to spend 10 million. Now that's a lot. And I think in the end that's what cost us. But the thing I find that is a bit annoying is when they sacked Capello. I remember hearing on the radio, one of the FA, I think it was the chief executive, came out and said, we will do whatever we can to get the best person for the job. Well, they haven't. They haven't done it. It should have been Harry Redknapp, but instead they've gone for Hodgson. To be honest, he's so defensive in the way he plays. The only big club he's ever managed, Liverpool, he's done absolutely nothing at. You can say he wasn't backed by the chairman, to be honest, he was right. But I got the feeling that the players just didn't want to play the way he wanted to play. And I don't know. I'm just a bit... I know we weren't favourites to win the European Championships, but I just thought Harry Redknapp would have given a belief to the English players. He's great at man management. If I was a player, I'd want to play for Harry Redknapp over Hodgson. So yeah, give me comments on what you guys want. Was it right for Hodgson to be manager? I suppose if he goes and wins the European Championship, no one's going to be moaning about it. Okay guys, the next topic is the Podolski transfer move to Arsenal. Now this has been in the pipeline for probably a couple of months, and it's finally been agreed. He's finally agreed terms. Obviously it's for an undisclosed fee, but knowing Arsenal don't spend that much money, so it's probably for about 15 million, probably not even that. Now but the main thing I'm wondering as a football fan is this a replacement for Robin van Persie? Is he leaving? We know he's only got 1 more year left on his contract, and next summer he can just leave for nothing. Now, this was the problem Arsenal had at the beginning of the season with Fabregas and Nasri. Because they only had a year left, they had to sell him. They were basically trying to sort it out with one hand tied behind the back. If the player don't want to play for you with a year to go, you have to sell him. As simple as that. Now, is this going to happen with Robin van Persie in the summer? We know he's had a brilliant season. If it wasn't for him, Arsenal would have finished mid-table. They would not have been in the Champions League. Now, I know I'm going to get a few people saying, oh yeah, but Robin van Persie doesn't make the team. Well, he has this season. To be honest, without Robin van Persie, as I said earlier, you would have been mid-table. So, Arsenal have not won a trophy for 6 years. 6 years for Arsenal. When I was growing up in my teenagers, Arsenal were winning league titles, FA Cup titles. They nearly won the Champions League, getting to the final. So the only thing I'm worried about is Robin van Persie leaving. Podolski is a great player. I remember when he came onto the scene, of watching him in I'm not sure what tournament, but it was an international tournament where the Germans blooded the young Germans like Podolski, Lahm, Schweinsteiger. So there's no doubt Podolski will be a good signing. It's whether, but probably the biggest signing of all is keeping Robin van Persie. So yeah, guys. Again, comment on what you think. Is Robin van Persie going to leave? Do you rate Podolski as a good signing for Arsenal? Okay, on to the next subject. The Cisse versus Peter Crouch debate, which has been all over the place on radio, on Twitter, on Facebook. And in my opinion, I know there's no denying it, Cisse's goal was amazing, but I'm going to go for Peter Crouch was better, and the reason why is his technique. Basically, Cisse's goal, it's just fallen to him and he smacked it. There's no denying it's a great finish. One, there's no way he was aiming for the right top hand corner. He was aiming for the left corner. Whereas Crouch meant to aim for the corner, he did it. He also volleyed it. And I don't know. I still believe Peter Crouch's goal is better. And again, what do you guys think? There's no denying it. Cisse has been a revelation for Newcastle. I tell you, what a signing. Apparently he was only about 10 million, but that's 10 million well spent. In an upcoming episode, I'm going to talk about Newcastle and the progress they've made this season. Well, over the last couple of seasons. And that'll probably be in the next episode. Okay, guys, we're going to wrap it up with the FA Cup preview of Chelsea versus Liverpool. Now, basically, this is a one-off game. Both teams have been resting their players. Chelsea played Newcastle in midweek. They rested Lampard, Drogba, Natter. Whereas Liverpool just put out a reserve side. So they've both rested their players. There's no advantage. However, Chelsea's players know how to win cups. They've been doing it for the last five years. They've got their main players. Drogba knows how to win it. Lampard knows how to win titles. Terry knows how to win it. Cech, Ashley Cole. You've also got Natter, who's won things with Spain. They know how to win titles. And I look at the Liverpool team and I'm thinking, ooh, Steven Gerrard, Carragher, and Pepe Reina. Apart from that, then they're inexperienced. They don't know how to win titles. And that's why I'm giving the edge to Chelsea. I think big time players, they will perform at Wembley. They know that they can handle the pressure. We saw earlier on in the season when Liverpool got to the Carling Cup final and they only won on penalties against Cardiff, who are in the Championship. And I don't know, I just think Chelsea will win this match. I'm going for a 2-1, and if I was a betting man, I would say Drogba will score the first goal. He's got a ridiculously good record at Wembley. He loves the place. If he could play there every week, he would. So yeah, guys, that's basically it for the first episode of Football Natter. A recap: we talked about the Manchester derby. We talked about England appointing Hodgson as manager. We talked about the Podolski move. Does this mean Robin van Persie is leaving? We talked about which goal is better, the Cisse's goal, the Crouch goal, and also we talked about who's going to win the FA Cup. Okay, guys, so don't forget, I want you guys to comment on what you think of the subjects I've talked about. If you agree with me, good. If not, tell me why not. Tell me your point of view. Also, do you like this football natter? Do you want me to continue it? I've really enjoyed talking about it. I love football. It's my main hobby. So this is why I'm doing it. Okay guys, so I've been Dash27. Please comment, rate and subscribe. Bang on.